I took the COVID-19 vaccine, and it's been 4 days. Now, of all the things that happened to me after I took the vaccine, this I did not anticipate. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessica. I'm a broadcaster, fitness enthusiast, biker girl, and a voice actor as well. I live in Accra, Ghana, and I'm a proud African YouTuber. So 4 days ago, my media house had the opportunity to get vaccinated. A lot of my colleagues where I work were called in because to some extent we are considered frontliners, as we're out there on the front lines, always bringing the news to the general public. And so that opportunity came my way, and I decided to jump on it. So I went in on the day, stayed in quite a long queue, and to be honest, the rooms were a little crowded. Although we were all wearing our masks, it was quite difficult to practice social distancing. And so I probably sat in that room for about 4 hours before I could get vaccinated. Unfortunately, there was just one nurse who was administering the vaccine, and you had to go through a process of writing down your name and then keying in some details and creating a card, a COVID vaccine card for you before you could take the shot. And so that whole process was a little tedious. However, I sat through it. I mean, it's the reason why I was there. And so I just was patient, sat through it, and hey, here I am today, 4 days later. I've experienced a lot of side effects since I took the COVID vaccine. And please stick through to the end of this video, because I will tell you, for me, the biggest side effect that I did not anticipate, did not see coming, and that has me second guessing myself as well. And so if you're watching this video and you have been thinking about getting the COVID-19 vaccine as well, perhaps this video would share some insights as to what you can expect, and so you can prep yourself for it as well. Now, the interesting thing is, since I took the vaccine, I've had lots of friends, family members reach out to me, and, have been really just curious about what kind of side effects that was I experiencing, essentially. And I think more of them were coming from a point of concern and curiosity as well. And I guess they're kind of hoping that my experience will help them make better decisions. So that's really cool. And I don't fault them for it. I mean, if you know someone who's taken it, they're the best person to ask to help you take that decision. Day one, I went to the vaccination center, which happened to be the Media Press Center in Ghana, Accra. Finally got my shot, walked away, went back to my station, as in to work, did everything I had to do, and then I finally left and went home. I was seemingly fine. Now, fast forward to the next day after I took the vaccine. It was really hard getting through work. I'll be honest with you. It was really, really difficult. Simply because I felt as if I had a ton of bricks dropped on me, and I had to walk around and show up for work. And I remember at 5 a.m. that morning, my boss sent me a message, and that's usually the time we chat because we like to catch up really early before the day starts and sort of align. So 5 a.m., I hear my phone go off, and he's checking in on me, how you feeling? Because he got the jab as well. How you feeling? What's going on with you? What are you experiencing? So I told him, well, I couldn't sleep. I told him I had headaches. And yeah, let me backtrack. Later that day, after I took the vaccine, I started experiencing headaches, and they were on and off. Sometimes short and sharp. Others were mild and lasted a little longer than usual. So yeah, I had told him that the day before the end of day one, I had experienced headaches, And then I couldn't sleep, and he was like, just get some paracetamol, you'll be fine. I said, sure. So took it, came to work. Anyway, so I walked around work on, the day after, like a zombie, to be honest. And speaking to a lot of my colleagues, they were sort of experiencing the same kind of side effects. Fatigue, muscle pain, in some cases dizziness, and that kind of thing. Now, just for clarity's sake, let me let you know, I took the Astrazeneca vaccine, and that's what was administered. It was tough getting through the first day. Just watch this. It's 3:25 a.m. I have been up since 1:20, so I've been up for the last 2 hours. I don't know if it's my problems that are keeping me awake or if it's the COVID vaccine. So this is the morning after I got my Astrazeneca jab. I feel a little off, to be honest. Tired. I feel like I have a light temperature. And my arm is killing me. The arm that received the injection, shall we? I'm in pain. Day you could walk in a bag of cement will be, say, 20 Ghana cedis that you're using to build, and the building is uncompleted. To the office car park to lie down in the car for a bit. Feeling very weak. As the day ends, I feel like I've been run over by a truck. Having chats with a few of my colleagues, sort of talk about the same kind of symptoms or side effects, and I guess it's to be expected. So yeah, my day is officially over, and I'm gonna see what else the rest of the evening has in store for me. I'll keep you updated. It was really tough getting through the first day, to be honest. I didn't get the extreme vomiting or chills. I had a few moments of chills, but it wasn't like extreme. It wasn't anything I couldn't handle. I mean, the truth is, at the end of day one, I came home. I got home before 6 p.m. I remember. I was asleep before 7, and I woke up at like 8 a.m. the next morning. I needed that sleep. Walked around work, still a bit fatigued, but not as bad as the day before, and that is day 2 of taking the vaccine. And yeah, that's been about it. 48 hours after taking the vaccine. I'm okay. I think I'm fine. My arm is still sore, so there's that. Still a little bit of weakness, but it's not as bad as yesterday. I was knocked out because on day 1 I wasn't able to sleep properly. On my way to work, I'm hoping to have a more productive day. Yesterday was ridiculous. Like, I had to take breaks in between, lie down in my car, switch on the air condition so I don't get too hot and that kind of stuff. But I'm fine. Nothing strange, nothing out of the way. a little fatigued, but like I said, not as bad as yesterday, so that's okay. I will manage it as is. Just a few things. I think at some point we may have to go check in on vetting. And while browsing for free is possible on Surfline, I repeat, browsing for free is possible. But you know, up until this point, these are the only things that I've been experiencing. But if you remember at the beginning of the video, there was one particular side effect that I did not anticipate. And I'm happy to share that with you now. The vile comments, the negative comments, the disapproving comments on social media, here on YouTube, and elsewhere. So let me just say this. All I was trying to do was to take a vaccine. Whether you believe in the vaccine or not is entirely up to you. But let me just state this clearly. It's my decision what I want to do with my life, whether I decide to take the vaccine or not. I appreciate the fact that people are looking out for me, are concerned that maybe something bad might happen to me, and this is a way of Bill Gates trying to kill Africa. Nonsense. And all that. I get it. But to the extent that you feel like you need to insult my intelligence, that's a whole different ballgame. I am a human being, first and foremost. I do not live for you, secondly. I choose to do as I please, when I please, however I please. And so if you disagree with the fact that I've taken the vaccine, we can agree to disagree. Just do not come in my comments and be rude, because I would never be rude to you. There's absolutely no reason. Maybe you can have a genuine argument with me about how, you know, you really feel like this vaccine should not be taken. But to insult my intelligence, that's below you. That's beneath you. That should never happen. And I do not entertain people like that. Lots of people are asking me, for instance, on social media, why don't you just block these people from your page? But I don't believe in that. Freedom of speech. And I will set you right and know that I will fight for myself. And I don't ascribe to that whole thing where people think that if others attack personalities, they shouldn't mind them, they should ignore them, I would come after you. You come after me, I'll come after you. And that's just the way it is. For me, that was the biggest side effect of taking the COVID vaccine. So that is what happened to me. And please, there's no need for you to be rude. Just be kind to one another. If someone chooses to take the vaccine, that's on them. Think about it this way. If all the vaccines that came before us, from polio to yellow fever, etc., was refused by the people who went before us, where would we be today? Someone's got to do it. If you don't, that's fine. I'm happy to have taken the Astrazeneca vaccine. Come what may. Thank you.